Because it'll just get shoved off to the side and we'll never do anything, and that's the end of it. Oh, we were gonna do that one time, so I don't wanna go that way. So, danger tree removal is the next thing on the agenda, and, there was, I've had volunteers come in and take down trees that we know that are dead. You can see that they're dying. So Cliff and Terry and T have come in before and cut down dead standing trees to get them out of the way. But there was one right by the gate that nobody wanted to touch. It was too large, or leaning the wrong way. So I went out and solicited someone to come do it. And it turned out they took it down and they didn't actually charge us. And it's still sitting there. So that comes to the other two trees that were blowing down in the windstorm that I went in and cut up to get out of the way so people could still stroll the loop and not have to negotiate the tree logs in the way. Oh, that's what I didn't get done. That's what I didn't put on here too, is the swing. I didn't get that done today. So that brings us to my point. You emailed me last night about having someone take the wood for firewood.
Yeah, I had gotten an inquiry,
Yeah.
and was just curious, like,
Okay.
what has been precedent for the board and what direction we wanted to go.
There hasn't been anything that I know of. So now you're talking about, we have a bunch of wood in there. There's logs clear in the back.
He was asking specifically about the logs that are on the ground in the park.
In the front. Okay. So the ones in the back are the ones that we took down during the summer with volunteers, and they're like, they're birch logs.
Yeah.
They're measured out 20 feet. There's a possibility we could sell them at some point. They're not really hurting anything laying there at this point. If they go too long, they will start to rot. But there was also some talk on the ground at that time that we might use those for the stage cover. So that's kind of the status of those. Now the two that blew down in the windstorm, I've kind of already promised those to someone that's been helping me clean up. So between the cleanup and getting rid of them was kind of like a mutual thing. And I kind of hate to give them to somebody that's going to sell them for profit. And we can discuss that. I mean, that's up to the board. We can vote, but that's where I'm at right now. Is we've had previous trees come down in storms and people come and cleaned up for nothing. Just volunteer, and I'm thinking, well, let's help the people who've been helping us. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at. If you guys want to vote on it, okay. If you guys want to vote on it or discuss it more, we can.
I just wanted to make sure that we were in consensus.
No. That other tree that was taken down, I kind of took that upon myself to start hauling it out of there because it got taken down for free. That was like a $2,000 job probably. Mm-hmm. And they came and cut it down and bucked it up, and they bucked it up in sections that were unsellable. And I'm like,
right.
We probably could have sold that log.
Right.
But
hey, thanks, appreciate you.
But they took it down for free, and you can't gripe with free, and there it is. And I'm like, well, no, it's firewood. We can use firewood in the park if, I think there's plenty of wood around.
Right.
I can talk to that person. I do know there's a tree that they can salvage if they want to. Mm-hmm. It's up to them. It came down a person's yard. They don't want the wood. It's too much work for me. Right. I'm just a guy with a little saw and a little tractor. And
right.
If those logs that I cut up going across the driveway, mm-hmm. If I had a bigger piece of equipment, I probably would have cut them bigger and hauled them in the back and put them on the deck. But I was just trying to get the park opened up, cleaned up enough to where, because people were coming through there and I could see them with strollers and they're like,
Trying to baja with a
yeah, and it's right there by the swing set. So that's another issue. The swing set, I ordered the part,
okay.
And today I've been running around doing this since this morning. And it's like, hey, we're gonna fix this and we're gonna cut this valve off. And I mean, we rushed to get this thing cleaned. We worked all weekend. Orrin and I getting this thing drained down so they could sanitize it on Monday. We were running around like, okay, we got about 2 hours. And okay, now we got a half hour, and so it's been touch and go. We've never done this before. So And on that note, just so you guys know, the tank was pretty good shape, it's clean, so we're in good shape there. It's just a matter of getting it filled back up and testing it, and if it comes back with a good clean test, we put it back online, we're good to go.
Okay, so, oh, now are we on letter to county?
Oh,
Are we
just
done
to go
with
back over, did you guys
Well,
get my email with the minutes?
Yeah, but nobody actually got a chance to read all of them, so we're all over till the next meeting.
Yeah,
Sorry, and then, so
Yeah.
what we'll do is next meeting, we'll have 2 sets of minutes to review and approve.
Last month's.
correct. Yeah, we just tabled it till next time because you weren't here. I got them last night and I'm like,
The one meeting was very long.
yeah, and I've been doing a lot of things.
I was reading
It's okay.
freaking fire board meeting minutes too, and
Yeah.
I was at a game until almost 1 o'clock this morning.
1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we had to drive from LC. And
Oh.
so when I finally got home, I was like, I'm not reading anything. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Even the ticket I got.
Yeah, I was too. I'm like, I don't even got it right now. I can't even do it.
I just wanted to make sure that I actually like sent it and
Yeah,
I wasn't just.
we
like-
did get it.
I had a vicious migraine yesterday, so I was like, I think I did it, but did
I
I?
almost made my sister read them to me while we were driving. 'cause she
Is this the one from
So do
Matt?
we want the letter, to talk about the letter from Matt or to Matt first? And
Well,
Matt, so I just know which one to put up there.
I think, let's go with the one we're sending. Well, let's go over this real quick, since you got it up there.
I can put the, I can
No,
layer
this is
up
fine, because this is gonna kinda help us with
the
what we're
letter
sending.
to Matt.
Yeah, this is one from Matt, right?
Can you guys see that okay? Or do you
Oh,
need to
yeah,
make it
oh,
bigger?
yeah.
'Cause I,
So I don't, has everybody got a chance to read that? Because I have, but it's
I
like,
glanced at it, but I didn't really like
I didn't either. I
delve
didn't
all the way
study.
into it.
do we have time today to kind of go through it together?
I got 6:20, it's 6:20 PM. If we wanna end at 7, we better do that.
So can I interject a little
Yes,
thing? So
absolutely.
I took some time to meet with Cliff the other day, actually Saturday, because I wanted to learn more about Ron White.
Mhm.
And also, how do we work with the county, with the peer money? Because we have 3 pots of money that we're negotiating, navigating, and they all have different regulatory guidelines. And I believe that, so we want to have an owner representative, but do we even want to take it farther and actually have a project manager that's different than the county? Remember we had kind of talked
Yeah, that's
about?
what we were talking about.
Right.
That's why we would have like a Ron or somebody else.
Right, so what I understand, this is still back to that owner representative. But I think we at one point, yeah, we need to write like probably 2 different letters to Matt. The one that you wrote last month, and then another letter letting him know, like, we want we wanna put out, because what we have to do is put out bids for project manager. So we have to take at least 3 bids. We can't just automatically pick Ron. It has to be put out.
Is that what the track did?
Mhm. And you don't have to take the low bidder. The board can still
Just
decide.
whoever you want.
We can decide, and what happened with the track is it happened that I hope Cliff wouldn't mind me quoting him, or,
I doubt it.
He won't care. He
that I believe they took, I think Ron ended up being the middle bidder, so the county didn't tell them they had to take the low bidder. So,
Okay.
but we do, so do you remember way back, this was probably like in August, where we talked about putting out I don't know if you call it, it's not ROI, Melanie, you would know.
RFP.
RFP, thank you.
RFP.
RFP. Thank you. Because I think that's what we have to do, is put out an RFP.
The thing was, we were very clear with Matt McRae that we didn't want Robert Woodard as our project manager.
Right.
But he keeps putting that back in the verbiage. I don't know if it's on here, I doubt it, doesn't look like it.
And I'm glad, I mean, he reached out to us because he hasn't heard anything, and he's,
Right.
like, his supervisors are probably wondering what you know?
Yeah.
Because
I
we
agree.
are
You're probably correct.
kind of like in the getting ready to get ready. But
Well, the
it's
thing-
time to get going because we are going to have to do that environmental study. We're going to have to put out, after the environmental studies, then you have to put out for bid for your contractor, and then we're gonna have to pick a contractor. So we're gonna have a lot of decisions to make. But
Yeah, it's not, it shouldn't be up to me, like somebody like me.
But
like
I hate to
Wayne,
keep,
and I don't
like,
know.
I feel like we're just keep pushing stuff down the road. It's time to,
No, you're right, we're kicking the can down the road, but we need to pick someone and get on track with what's going on here,
mhm,
because we're just spinning our wheels.
mhm.
And was it that we had to, I'm trying to remember, we have to put out bids for a project manager, but did we have to put out bids to do the owner's
No.
rep?
No, that's what,
Because an owner's representative is just somebody that we task with
Yeah,
being our voice,
That's-
essentially. Like, they are directed by us, but it's somebody that we hire as a consultant.
okay.
So we don't have to ask anybody else's permission
Okay.
to like hire that person.
Do we need both an owner rep and a project manager?
that's ideal.
That's
Well,
where I
yeah.
was going, is I thought we were talking about Ron White for the
Owner,
owner's
right,
rep. And so would,
The point was to get the owner's representative first. This is, if I remember the conversation correctly, the point was to get the owner's rep first and then have the owner's rep help us deal with getting a project
that's
manager.
correct, that's what I
Not
recall.
us doing both.
Right,
That's
that's,
why we would have the owner's rep. So like when the clinic did theirs, their owner's rep helped facilitate getting their project manager because that's why we hired them. That's why they were hired.
So do we have anyone that's interested in that and or has the skill set?
well,
For the
no,
owner's rep? Well, yeah,
Ron.
that was the
Ron
five,
White.
or Steve.
Well,
And,
but Ron White would be the project manager.
but he could do both.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
and he's already in with. the
That's what I'm
town.
saying. Okay, because yeah. Okay, so we're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
We want
because-
him to
But that was
fill
what
both
the
roles.
conversation was when Steve was here, was basically if you get an owner's rep, so say somebody, I'm using these as examples, not as the person. So like with the clinic, when Steve and Dale and Doug were the three that were being included in all those conversations. Doug Merkley ended up being the owner's representative for Mackenzie Valley Wellness.
Mhm.
And they were the ones who helped facilitate getting Steve and Dale in, as Steve doing the project management piece and the superintendent piece, and Dale being the contractor. So there was no, so like Doug did all of that stuff. I mean, Val was obviously heavily involved, but it was so they didn't have to be involved in every day-to-day decision.
Day-to-day
Right,
stuff.
right. But what I'm saying is, would there be a potential conflict of interest if we bring on Ron as the owner's representative and he's also the project manager? Is that a potential conflict of interest?
It shouldn't be.
Okay,
Well, he may not be the project manager either, it could be
someone
the
else.
contractor,
Right, well, and we
or
could
Steve,
pick,
or.
right, well, we could pick a completely different
Yeah.
owner's rep, saying like, if we were able to find somebody like a Doug or a Steve who said, I can do the project management piece, but, or the owner's rep piece, but I will not be able to do the full project management piece. So, or something, you know, vice versa, whatever that looks like.
It'd be probably better to have it separated, it's probably. More than
Correct. So then
likely,
that way you've got double oversight.
yeah, and
Okay.
not one guy,
But it's not us having to do both the
Yeah.
RFP for the project manager, because what we told Matt in that original letter was, we're pretty sure that we can handle a lot of it, but we're not gonna be able to handle all of it.
correct,
So, but we know we need an owner's rep to start.
yeah,
Right.
So that's where we have to start with.
because going way back,
That goes back to, but this letter that we wrote to Matt, we didn't say anything about the owner's rep. We haven't really told
We
Matt.
did.
We did tell him that's what we
Yeah, it's
intend.
partway through there.
Okay, so is this letter ready to send?
It should be, the only thing we added to it was the.
slow down.
Sorry.
Yeah, including hiring an owner's representative and directly managing most aspects of the project. Because we already approved that letter. The only thing we were changing or dealing with was putting the letterhead on it to send it.
Yep,
Okay.
We approved that in the minutes,
we did.
the last.
And do we need to send that just to Matt? Correct?
For now, yes.
Yeah, he can share it, there's
Yeah,
no,
Because he'll send it to whoever it needs to.
yeah.
And then Ron said he wanted a copy,
and
right?
we can send him a copy.
So will you send a copy to, Kristen, will you send a copy to Matt?
I can send a copy to Matt, I still
Jim
don't have contact
needs to
with
send it.
Robert one.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
send it,
Jim needs to send it as the board chair.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jim
and
needs
I
to
have
send
it.
it.
That's what I,
and I have it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so
And I
Jim
have
needs
it.
to send it.
So this is what happened at the last meeting. Apparently everybody has blanked it out, and that's okay. Jim is supposed to send it.
Yeah.
I wrote it, Kristen put the
Letterhead on it.
letterhead on it, and Jim is supposed to
Yeah.
send it.
So you need to send it to
Because he
Matt.
has to send it as the board chair.
Okay,
Got
Because none of us have that power.
okay.
it. Okay,
So I can also share it with Ron White,
okay.
correct?
So you can
Correct.
send it to Matt and
You
then
can
share
CC
it.
it to
And,
Ron.
and I have it. With the
Okay.
new letterhead on it. Scroll back up that letterhead, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
See,
Thanks, Kristen. Looks good.
how long did it take you to do that? Probably not long. I mean,
well, altogether probably about 2 hours.
oh,
but
not
that was
days
big,
though.
but no,
So it
not
took me
days.
days to
I
do
mean,
that.
Jim's like, I've been there for a week, it's fine.
altogether, no.
Okay.
There's elements that need to.
So I
be
have that now,
stitched together.
and it's been approved, and I can send it. So I'll send it to Matt McRae. And should we just let that lie and,
Yep.
and let him respond to that versus answering his email?
Because what's the other?
Well, that's, the last one we just read was the latest one he sent, correct?
Yeah, the owner's rep stuff, right?
Yeah, and this is gonna kinda answer that.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that's the latest one he sent. So we're basically kind of starting over by telling him what we told him in our letter.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
And then I think we should follow up in the email and invite him to our next meeting.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could come in person or if we could do a Zoom instead of just over the phone. Somehow, if we could do some base.
Well, maybe what I would do is if you're gonna email him and ask him to attend, I would just tell him because of our technology constraints and
Have him show up in person.
challenges, if he could show up in person, I would
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay.
But a call-in is okay.
It is, but it's just,
It's harder to deal with though.
It is,
because
it
you
is.
can't get
For
the
me.
Same level of
True.
connection.
Face to
And you
face.
can't get the same level of like conversation out of it.
True. Face to face. Yeah, because, yeah, it's time to start making decisions. Obviously, right? But we
Okay.
want to be cautious and. Do we want to share this letter with Ron White?
we could,
Well, I think we probably, if we want, I mean, because obviously it's a draft at this point. I would think,
I say we just leave this alone.
for right now,
Yeah.
but I would think about who we're looking at or thinking of as potential owners reps and start thinking about getting that shared with them, so if they are potentials, that they know what we're trying to look at getting them into.
Yeah, because, way back, we were speaking that I was gonna be in contact with Matt McRae as, kinda as the owner's rep,
Yeah.
but that's way more work than I wanna do,
No,
or
and-
know what to do, or
Right, and it
anything.
makes sense, and the reality is that for the most part too, and this is just where my brain goes with it, because of the level of chaos and craziness, that's already been caused with all of this,
Mhm.
it does make more sense to have a different set of eyes on,
Yep,
and just a different.
we'll still be in control.
Correct.
We'll still be in
Correct.
control.
Correct, but then also there's just not that.
It's not the day-to-day, day-to-day.
Well, and you don't have the conflict, because
Yeah.
it's not like anybody is intending it to be that way, but like
It
from
happens.
Matt's side, from our side,
It
from
happens.
everybody's,
It
it's just,
just
there's
happens.
a lot of like headbutting that doesn't need to be happening.
It just happens.
Yeah, because of the way that things have gone.
Yep, it just
So-
happens.
Well, and
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and I think you're right. I think some of the history is.
Yeah,
It just
there's
happens.
some- yeah.
yeah, and it'll just be more helpful, because it's also somebody that's more objective about it.
Yeah, it's
Because
like,
if it's
well,
Ron, if it's Steve, if it's whoever, they have a little bit more objectivity because they haven't been in the middle of all of it since the beginning of it with all the other junk and blah. You know what I mean?
And we can beat them up.
Right. Don't you brag on flip flop, I'll throw it.
Instead of beating each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
We say, what'd you do that for?
Right.
You know, why'd you take the basketball hoops out?
Okay,
You know?
So
Right.
just because it wasn't clear to me, are we sending this
No,
also?
I
We're
think,
gonna wait.
Not yet.
let's just leave that way. I'll send the letter to Matt that we already have approved with the letterhead on it,
Okay,
and I'll share that with Ron White.
okay.
And then we'll wait for feedback.
Yeah.
And the feedback should come back to each one of us.
Yeah.
Because I'll CC everybody on that letter. Okay,
Thank you, Jim, yes.
does that make sense?
Mhm.
Do we have agreement to that? Okay.
That sounds very,
We want to move on, or?
do we,
any
there's
other-
there's not really anything we need to.
There's no decision that we need to make on that.
No.
You already made
No,
this.
Exactly.
and we're a long ways from probably doing any
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
other decisions on that until where we come up to where we're gonna decide on who's gonna be the owner's manager and the project manager, and
All
that's
this.
when the vote's gonna come down, what's gonna make hay or yay or nay or.
Right.
Okay. All right, so let's move on. So Best Septic has put in a 3,000 gallon system in the park.
Yep, I saw them drive down the other day.
It's all buried in, today?
The other day.
Oh, the other, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, it's all in. We just need to have a bathroom there to hook up.
Nice.
So,
And you guys are informed, like, we have 2 septic tanks in the
Mhm.
park now.
yep.
So one for RVs and one for the bathroom.
Yeah, RV or food truck
Or food truck
or whatever.
Which is
You know.
awesome,
Handle whatever.
which is
Yeah.
awesome because it can, yeah.
So this one's a 3,000 gallon, advanced system. So I think we get 2 years, service for free.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're gonna have to start paying, I don't know what it was, 6 months. I didn't get I got the letter, but I didn't.
Right, didn't actually read it. I
It's
feel
like,
I think it was in the last meeting minutes, about 500 a year or something.
Yeah,
Estimate.
somewhere between
Yeah.
5 and 650.
a year, I think
Yeah.
we get it done twice a year or something.
Yeah, I think they check it every 6 months.
Yeah.
And if it's
and-
not being used that often, they don't really have to do anything with it.
Yeah, and it's a big deal. It runs all the way around the tennis court, the drain field does, so it's a big, it's a dual tank thing, so it goes into, solids go into one, the effluent goes into the other one, and then it goes out, so,
Yeah, they call it a dosing.
yeah. And they dug the hole, and then they said, what do you want to do with the dirt? I said, take it out there by where the garden used to be, because that's real lumpy, and I figured we'd fill it in. So they hauled a bunch of dirt out there, and they took too much. And then the guy had to bring it back bucket by bucket because he didn't have a dump truck anymore. Dump truck was on another job. So he made a bunch of trips back and forth
Feels a
hauling
little
dirt.
money right now.
Was it the dark haired guy?
No, that's Casey.
Yeah.
It was a guy, younger kid that I think just went to work for him.
Oh,
Casey was overseeing him.
yeah, poor Casey.
Yeah,
Casey's the
so,
guy who beat the hell out of himself with all those rocks that are in my yard that you see.
okay.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of rocks out there now too that came up, and
Yeah.
they put a bunch of rocks around the tanks to protect them, so people won't drive over the tops. And we still got a nice little, to the plan where it's gonna go out to the tennis court and go around. I said, well, we need a little road right here, and, okay, so we're good there.
Perfect. Yeah, speaking of, if anybody needs some extra rock,
Yeah, there's rock all,
I got you.
okay,
Got huge rocks, you can use them for landscaping.
my wife,
They're in my yard.
I'll come get them.
Come get some. I will let you
They're
know.
this big or this big?
I got some that are this big, I got them this
Okay,
big.
okay,
Probably,
okay.
we could probably.
We're building a
use-
wall.
Perfect, come on over.
Okay. So I saw some really nice dirt, because I need some really nice dirt too.
All right.
And my wife goes, look at that beautiful dirt going by in the dump truck. So
Cindy's out there jumping in front of the dump truck.
I get on the phone to Will, the supervisor for Brinks.
Oh, yeah.
Will, yeah, I need some of that beautiful dirt. He goes, okay, where do you show me where you want? So I go out there and I go, right here in this area somewhere. So I leave somewhere, I don't know where I went. I come back and here's this pile of rock and sand. It's not dirt, it's rock and sand.
It just looked like it.
No, it doesn't even look no, there's no way, there's no way. They just want to get rid of the junk.
I think they're taking the beautiful dirt up to
They're taking the beautiful dirt up there and sifting it and reselling it, and that's okay, that's
That's
their prerogative.
Their business.
Right?
That's right.
That's how they're making some of their money back.
Yeah, and that, there's not, I don't see a problem with that. Somebody goes, well, I think that's a conflict. I go, I don't see a conflict with that.
Well, no,
They're the ones
'cause
digging the dirt out, they're in charge of the dirt.
well, right, and that's how they're breaking even,
Yeah.
honestly.
You know, well, it's part of doing business. You need dirt, you pay for it, you wanna get rid of it, you gotta pay for it.
Right?
It's a no-win situation when it comes to the ground.
That's hilarious.
So anyway,
Anyway,
that's what happened there with me, and so a lot of people went, I want some of that dirt. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, run with your pride out.
Careful what you ask for, because I don't know what you're gonna get. You know, maybe getting right on the truck with it, and, you know, I don't know. Posts on website for new board members, that's for this board. So.
cause we have one open seat.
We got one open seat, we probably should start advertising now for out in the future.
I was thinking we should collect applicants for a month or two and then interview or I guess see who.
Yeah, decide.
See who applies, so I guess what I'm saying is beat the bushes a little bit.
Yeah, I'd rather have someone in reserve
I mean, it'd be
than
nice
end
if
up like we
it'd be
did.
nice if we had like 3 applicants and,
Well,
or whatever. Yeah,
I just don't wanna end up like our other board with no applicants and we're stuck and. So do we want a motion to post that on the website?
Oh, motion.
I'll second that motion that we post on the website for applicants for board members on,
For the open board seat.
yeah, for the open board seat. And I might even be coming up on the end of my term, I'm not sure. I don't know if I was, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, that's
So
something I haven't.
I'd have to look it up.
Well, you should have gotten an email about it because you're the board chair.
I haven't for,
I don't know that any of us.
well, you guys are all new. I was the only one seated
And I was reelected last year.
and you were reelected and they're new electors. So you're all good for 2 years. I think I may be coming up for election.
Yeah, because I think yours was yours a 4? Mine, I think yours and mine are 4s. Or 3s.
It could be,
4s and theirs are 2s, I think. Maybe. I don't remember.
but I've been on for about 4, so
Yeah.
I could be coming up for election, but it'd be good to, at least have some applicants.
I don't remember anymore. I'm so damn.
I don't-
but I think they were offset.
I don't know
this
how you
year.
do it with all these boards here. I really don't. I mean, hopefully you're not as busy as I am with all the pipes in the ground.
Depends on the day.
Hey, you know.
okay, so Melanie motioned it.
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, okay.
Everybody says yeah.
So, you're the secretary, do you mind posting that on the website?
Yeah, do we have verbiage that we've used before?
There was one.
The one we use for the water
There
board?
was one on the park board too. There it was.
I would imagine there is.
Yeah, it was in the like new announcements thing, and it was a saved file,
Okay. I'll
so it should be on the stream.
If not, we can write something.
take it. Okay.
Yeah, if
And
it's-
I can help you if you want how to get a form.
On the website.
Mhm.
There's no reason to rewrite
That is one thing I,
That website's really cool, that streamline's really cool, it's just knowing how to operate it.
somehow the meetings got messed up.
I did that.
Sure.
Well,
It's okay, but I had them a little bit messed up anyway.
I
so
didn't do it on the
We're gonna
park
get them
side, I
fixed.
did it on the water side.
Yeah,
Oh, Shannon, have you, sorry,
Mhm.
squirrel.
that's okay, sorry.
Have you figured out a way, or either of you know of a way to get the email contact us that's sent through the website to get some kind of alert to like poke you to check?
I get the emails, I don't know
Jan,
why.
I was gonna say,
I think you can change it to
Yes.
who gets contacted. So you should be able to go in. I think I still have a login. You should be able to go in and change it to who gets contacted, and you may be able to add all of the contacts that you want, so like it could be
Okay.
him and you.
Right, because I don't want to like all.
We just, the thing we don't wanna do is
We
have
talked-
everybody,
We talked about
We did.
having it just one person so that multiple people aren't emailing back.
to the
So we have
person writing
one
in.
point,
Okay.
it was one thing that, I mean, it could be whoever, it could be the secretary, it could be the
Yeah,
chairman.
as long as there's just one person answering the email that
At
comes
least
in.
that's my opinion, and it should just be one
No, I
person.
agree, I thought we
Okay.
already agreed with
Well,
it.
as long as, well, the thing is though, is even if you have it sent out to more than one person, as long as whoever's answering the email hits reply all, everybody will see who replied to it.
Right.
So that not 15 people are replying to the
Oh,
same
that's
damn email.
true.
So
Yeah,
just don't hit reply.
because how do we do that, because we did it before,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it was with Streamline or if it was with,
I think
With
it's the
Tom
other
Anderson.
one, yeah. Yeah.
so Tony Casad told me that there was only 2 email slots available to respond. I just,
I don't remember if, I don't know,
Right.
because I remember looking at it when I was doing it, but I don't know for sure that that's the truth.
okay, and he
So-
says, but I just recollect him saying something like that in that neighborhood, and we'd have to create new emails, do you remember that?
Yeah,
And I just kind of like, yeah, you know, I didn't really care about at the time. Didn't really matter to me, I wasn't really responding to emails.
right.
My main concern was that there would be a message coming in on the website that was time sensitive and that I would check 3 weeks later.
Yeah, no, there's, I get those,
Okay.
and I
so
respond
as
to
long as
them.
somebody's
With the park, we
getting them.
don't, yeah, the park, we don't really get
We
any.
don't get very many.
No.
emails, yeah.
Right.
Once in a great while, someone will say something about, hey, I want to volunteer. Now, on the other side of the water board, we get them all the time, and they're from Colorado.
Yes.
And there's another Blue River in Colorado,
Colorado, yeah.
and they,
Trying to turn their water off, turn
Turn
their
it
water
on,
on.
or-
Because I get the same stuff on the Facebook page,
Yep.
where I'm like, what the, oh.
Yeah, and I
Wrong
just-
Blue River!
I just tell them, wrong, I'm sorry, but you got the wrong Blue River, we're in Blue River, Oregon, and they,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, and then you never hear from them again.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So-
Kristen, if you want, I can help, because that's through Streamline.
Okay, yeah.
So you add the email
I
in
figured
there.
there was a way. just
And I
didn't-
think it might be right, I think you can put 2.
I don't know, but
But,
I'm with you about having a bunch of people getting the emails and everybody responding.
Right.
And Melanie used to respond a lot when we were on the other email with Tom. And, you know, yours were made more sense than mine. And were more practical and,
I've got a customer service brain, so
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah. Cause I'm like, you get the wrong place, Dave. And she's got more tact than I do.
Like I said, I've been in customer service for 30 years.
Yeah, I'm like,
so do you guys
no.
want, do you want to make sure we have
It's
these
like,
two
no,
people?
dummy.
No, I think it's fine.
You think it's fine the way it is right now?
I think it was just a squirrel in my brain because I was checking the emails
no,
last night when I was getting ready to send the meeting minutes to make sure there wasn't anything in the messages.
Yeah,
And
there's
I saw
nothing.
the messages from Ron
I think I seen it 2 or 3.
right
forth.
about the trees.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. So that was just a squirrel in my brain. I think it's fine. I don't
You think it's fine, like we have it?
think-
Do
Yeah.
you agree, Mel?
you know,
so
we can
far?
always bring it up later and change it too. I mean,
Right, or
because-
if you just feel overloaded, Jim, you can always
Yeah, it's-
delegate to me.
yeah,
If something
okay.
that comes in and you're like, hey, can you respond?
like I said, with the park though, we don't really get, maybe later when things start happening,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna get busier. and
Well,
people are gonna-
especially with the more construction we do and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
and contractors might start calling in and doing something, or
Right.
we don't really get any advertisements soliciting, really. The water side does. It's really weird, I get weird stuff.
We do, I've been getting realtor letters lately.
In the mail,
They want us to sell the
the
park.
property,
Mhm.
oh really?
The property.
Sell
I was gonna bring,
What are you
I
gonna, what are you buying it for?
was
Yeah.
gonna bring a couple of them today. You know
Sell
those
it.
things where it has a big check and it's like, your property is worth this,
Yeah,
call
whatever.
Oh
today.
my gosh.
So
Yeah.
anyway, but I've just been throwing
Yeah,
this
they-
away actually.
they get those out of county records.
Right,
You know, they just see the property.
but I'm pretty sure the park is not for sale.
It probably came up because of applying for the septic permits,
Oh, maybe.
and it triggers them.
Well, and all they see is something that's not
We've
not
been-
any use on it. not-
We've been getting some junk mail,
nothing's
I
actually done.
screen it, you guys, I
Yeah,
don't,
that's fine.
sorry.
Last thing I got on here is another cleanup,
Yeah,
because since we had it pretty clean, and then the windstorm hit.
Right? And
And
then
it's just-
another windstorm to be all windstorms. That was not supposed to happen at all.
Yeah, and it's like, now it's worse than it was before. Almost.
Yeah, that nobody predicted. Thanks for
Yeah,
that, guys. Yeah. Where were you? Hold it.
So, I'm going to have this one individual help me clean up those logs that I cut. And we'll get all that log out of, all that stuff laying around the front, that'll all be gone.
Okay.
And then at some point, we'll have to decide what to do with the log decks in the back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kinda waiting for contractors, if they wanna use those for the log, for the cover, like Terry did for the log cover. I don't know. I'm hoping that we can have a contractor hire Terry to
Right.
do that type of stuff. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Right.
Oh, like to use it for the cover of the stage?
Yeah,
Well, because it would be nice if we can do as much hiring local as
yeah,
possible.
local and using the resources we have instead of, I mean, you can buy a nice, stage cover that looks like logs
Right.
and it's a
Might as
kit.
well use the logs that we
It-
already
yeah.
have.
The thing is, we'd have to have that engineered.
Yeah.
With these kits, you don't have to have them engineered, they come pre-engineered, but you pay for that in the kit. So it's, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, it'd be nice to use local talent and,
That would be amazing, and
yeah, that's what I think.
get
you
one of
know,
our
it's-
chainsaw artists to carve art.
Whatever, I mean, you know,
Who knows?
and that thing doesn't
Who knows?
have to be as big as the footprint of the cement either, because it's not reinforced all the way out to the edge. It's only reinforced like 4 feet in.
Okay,
So it was made that way on purpose to use the 4 foot all the way around for wings. For, you curtain that off and you can use it for a dressing room, a
Okay.
wedding, concert, whatever.
Right.
So
Just not
the
so-
post will be in like 4 feet.
right.
So it's not like as big as that footprint of that concrete out there. So
So is that
did
the date,
anybody see my Christmas decorations? out there?
yeah.
is that the date that we want for the?
Okay, so on that note, with that, Mackenzie River Land Trust, who owns the property behind the park, who has access through the park, got a hold of me, and they're getting a lot of calls and a lot of emails about people wanting to use that trail,
Yeah,
but they don't own all of it. So the Corps owns the latter half of it, and they've gone back and cleaned up as far as they can go, and now there's a bunch of new stuff. After they cleaned up, just like that.
Everybody else.
yeah.
So they're trying to reach out to the Corps, and the Corps is not very responsive.
Oh.
And so they're having a hard time with that. But they want to come on February 19th and do a cleanup party.
Oh, so they're coming, and we could just add
We
to,
can just
be part of it.
be part of it.
Okay,
And I still have stuff left over from the last cleanup.
let's post that on the website and.
Well, I thought we'd just do another thing like we did before, only we're a month out, so we're not a week like we were before.
Well, and beat the bushes in the paper.
Yeah, I mean, that worked pretty good before Kim
Facebook.
came and helped and did a great job out front. And
Um,
we got a lot done. I mean, we got a lot of cleanup done and
well,
it
and
was
they're,
great. In a short notice,
and like Clearwater Partners and all those guys.
yeah, we can
So
contact all those. So I think that,
Last time I participated in one of those, it was a really good
Because
turnout.
MRT will probably bring the
Right.
DP with it.
yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm in close contact with this lady. They've changed order there,
Mhm.
so you wouldn't even recognize her. Her name's Aurora or something.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know her?
I do.
Okay, I don't. The last person I talked to was Mackenzie or Madison or,
Is it Meredith?
I don't know, I'd have to look at,
Mhm.
I get so much stuff that from everybody, it's all,
Right.
I try to prioritize it. I know where to go to look.
Right? You're like, I know where I'm supposed to be.
Kristen, forgot here.
So,
Treasurer's report.
yeah, I'm up for doing that again. And I still have, some sodas and waters and snacks.
from the last time?
yeah,
I was gonna ask as the.
I just don't have
can we-
pizza. I don't have pizza.
Can we, can we use, I was just gonna ask that, can we use, you just read my mind, some of the snacks from last
Oh,
time?
absolutely, I know, I have them in a bin, you know, we pack them in a bin real nice, keep the mice out and, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't, I'm not drinking the sodas or anything, I still got a whole bunch of that stuff and,
You can also contact, local something locals and see if they would help sponsor the cleanup with money
oh,
and buy food.
do you have their contact?
I'm one of the board members.
Okay. Could you contact local something locals?
I can get a hold of Cliff.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you two get together.
I'll
Okay.
get a hold of Cliff and have him contact the rest of the board.
And we'll do a cleanup on February 19th, I think that's a Saturday.
I mean, I think it's awesome if we can get more organizations working
Well,
together.
there's a lot of people that want to use that MRT trail, and it needs more cleanup again, because it got all cluttered again.
It has a lot of logs across it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
A lot of
there's,
lots.
but there's a lot of stuff that, before the windstorm, there was a lot of stuff that could have been just weed whacked in.
True.
And I bet people come to me and say, hey, can I go back there with a weed whacker, and, because I like to jog that trail.
Mhm.
It's not ours. I don't have control over that. I don't have any permit, and there's nothing I can do for you. Contact MRT. So they've got a hold of MRT, and MRT says, well, that's not ours either. That's the Corps of Army Engineers. Because a lot of people want that bridge put back on its,
That's the Army
Yeah.
Corps of Engineers and
yep.
somebody who we still don't know who did that, cut that one log so it rolled down and made the bridge worse.
Oh, really?
So the bridge was navigable, like you could go across it. Now it's almost impossible.
I wonder if they did.
So there was
They may have it for
somebody,
liability.
do you think they might have?
I don't know. They're really hard to talk to. I mean, you call them and it's like, you get the runaround and no one will give you a straight answer.
So yeah. So you're right, because I've had quite a few people approach me,
Okay.
same thing. What's going on with the bridge? What's going on with the
Yeah.
bridge? And
That seems to be the topic. And
but that's
and
the Army
trail.
Corps of Engineers.
It is. And so is the ladder into that trail.
Right.
So, and
The
that's
last,
what's
like-
in question is, hey, we want to get that cleaned up, and even MRT's contacted me to ask me if I know how to get a hold of, or who to get a hold of, and I'm like,
MRT would have a better shot at getting a hold of
Well-
Army Corps than we will.
yeah, and they tried.
They have,
They tried, and they got back to me and they said, we had no luck.
yeah.
You're right.
I mean, we could try. I've run into them a couple times.
I have too.
Or get a hold
And-
of, ask, see if you can get a hold of.
And they're really
Forest Service.
nice.
Yeah,
Because
because
Forest
that's,
Service can get a hold of Army Corps faster
Okay.
than any of us can.
okay.
So go through Darren.
I bet you Darren would be able to get, because he can probably get a hold of a head honcho and be like, hey,
Who wants to take that one on?
I mean, I got enough going on right now. I really do. I would do it, but I'm really buried with this, I gotta get this
No?
water thing done.
Can
I
you reach out to Darren?
I will not.
I'm not.
I am in
Kristen?
the middle of trying to deal with getting my store and all of
Yeah,
that.
that-
Okay.
So I'm
Kristen,
making
so do
12,000
you know
phone
who
calls a day.
Darren is?
I do, but I don't have
I can get you contact.
Okay, so you'll get Darren's contact info, but yeah, because we could maybe get, not-
I can get you his email.
yeah, Darren to help us get, or at least who, because sometimes it's who, if you finally can get the right person,
Oh, yeah.
then they're like, oh, and just information would be good.
Lorena can also help too. She works down there. She works
Is-
with the Forest Service.
Because you're right, what are their plans for that bridge?
Yeah,
It
and
would
because their properties butt right up against each other.
Right.
On both sides, so.
Right.
they
And that
can-
is that section, the Army Corps of Engineers section is the section that's really bad.
Mhm.
It's pretty much blackberries and trees. And so for your joggers, they're probably, because there's probably people that remember back in the day, that used to be the cross-country
Mhm.
track.
Back in my day, it was still the cross country track.
And so
And my
there's,
day's not as old as other people's
there's
days.
probably people that still remember that, like, oh yeah, I used to run that when I was in 7th grade. Or, right? They said,
So I see a problem.
what?
February 19th is a
It's like a Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, jeez.
So let me backtrack to this person and make sure they have the date right. Because that's not a good date, I don't think, for us. I think the 21st of
The Saturday.
Saturday is the best bet to get anybody here.
I mean, I can't do that.
I mean, for me as well, I mean, it's
Well,
kind
for
of,
most of the people that we would be able to tag.
Yeah,
because
it's
a
a
Thursday's
Saturday.
gonna be a hard day,
yeah.
because most of them either work or.
So
have
even
commitments.
if it was January 19th, that's a Monday.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Well,
So-
January 19th is too soon.
Right, that's like, week, next Monday. So
Right.
that's too soon. I'm pretty sure she said February 19th. And that's what I put up there. So let me double back with her and see if she's got the date right. And
So let's not
let's do
post
ours.
anything yet.
Yeah, let's just plan on doing, we need to do it anyway. Right?
Mhm.
Let's just plan on doing it on the 21st. I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything on.
But if they're doing one the 19th, do we need to do one the 21st too? I guess probably there's enough work.
There's enough work just in the park. I mean,
Yeah.
we're helping them, I'm hoping they help us, hope they bring more people and we say, hey, we're picking up sticks and, we had it pretty clean and now I don't think it's as bad as it was.
So do we want to do that same thing 10 to 1? That's pretty.
That's kind of what we did before, 10 to 2, I think we did 10 to 2.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I've got plenty of snacks and everything but pizza. I don't have pizza. So if we want to have pizza, we're gonna have to
Maybe
allocate.
locals helping locals will kick in.
Well, we're gonna have to allocate, if we don't, if they don't, if somebody doesn't, if we wanna do pizza, we're gonna have to allocate money for pizza.
Okay.
If you wanna do pizza.
Have-
It worked out pretty good. Everybody ate pizza and
Mhm.
we had a couple left over.
I think the Community Land Trust might also still have money to do
Okay.
the community events.
I just have to make sure the date's the weekend and not in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, I don't know
so
why they would do it in the middle of the weekend either. Do you? I mean,
Well, probably because their MRT, if they have PWP
they're volunteer group.
employees or
they,
partners that are.
they
being
use the
paid.
AmeriCorps, because that last one I went to, there was a bunch of AmeriCorps kids there, which was pretty cool.
And they do it during the week, during work hours.
I think they
The-
robbed both.
Yeah.
Well, let me find
Because
out.
even like the rare groups usually do their
Right.
stuff during regular work hours.
Okay, like, neighborhood youth corps, I know they do stuff.
But I'm thinking if they're doing it the 19th, we can do the 21st too. Like there'll still be plenty of work left.
Oh, yeah. And we can do something up there.
Then it's like the park gets 2 whole days of
Yeah.
work done, right?
Well, I don't know how much, I just told her that, I said, hey, we'll try and, we want to do cleanup as well. And she, I don't know, she answered me an email, okay, great, blah, blah, blah. But I need to go back with her and make sure her date is the 19th and not the 20, she could have been looking at
Oh, no.
February next year. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see.
Okay.
But that's all I have.
Secretary's report?
Yes.
Anything, Secretary?
Don't think so. I think that hasn't been already covered.
Yeah, we'll do your minutes next time.
Gotta be on time.
No. No, you sent them out last night.
Kids.
You sent them out last night. I haven't had time to
It's okay.
think, so.
No worries.
Okay.
I have just one thing to think about, or I want to propose to everybody. I think it'd be nice if we put together something on the website. Well, I guess we have the plans for the park, but maybe some kind of update, because
Until we actually
So-
have an update though.
Yeah,
we
know,
don't really have anything to update
We
yet.
know, once we get rolling and things are happening, then we'll do like what we're doing with the water district. And we'll just put it on there instead of on Facebook, because Facebook's hard.
Well, we can do both.
We can do both, but on the Facebook thing, the contractor is putting a 3-week outlook on Facebook, and I get it, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then I go to call somebody and have them send it to them, and it's gone. I don't know where it's at. I mean, I can't find it.
He's putting it, last time I saw it, we'll put stuff on the Blue River bulletin board.
Yeah, it's on the bulletin board, but I go back there and I can find everything but that. Why is that?
If you go to the search at the top
Yeah,
of the Blue River bulletin board, if you type in Will's name, you
Oh,
can find it because it'll give you all of his recent posts.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not a bad idea to do both.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
maybe
like to just get,
To do the website and Facebook and
because there's some
River
people that just
Reflection.
don't look at the website because they're just not used to using the website. They'll
Yeah.
find Blue River bulletin board before they'll do
yeah,
anything else.
yeah.
So,
So I think we do both.
no, yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Okay, treasurer's report. We have some bills. Our, above all sanitation, they increased their price. It's actually $168.88, but I accidentally, well, cause I didn't know it went up, and so I just paid what we've been paying.
What's the way
And so we owe we owe $10.
Oh.
So it's,
So this
so
way
I
you're
owe,
paying-
so I owe $178.88.
Oh, okay,
But like
okay.
next month will be 168.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then that's our water bill and so.
Why is
these
the
are-
water bill so high?
I don't know, I was gonna
I
ask,
know there's a leak. And I have it shut off now.
okay,
So, I've had it shut off for a couple of months. And I turned it back on because Bess needed water to do the sanitation tanks.
Yeah, because I have to fill them.
Yeah, partially keep it from floating and testing and, so they probably used, that might be why it's high. But it is leaking, but we're gonna change, they're gonna get a new meter and,
Because that's all part of the new system.
yeah, it could be leaking at the meter, I don't know, it's like, is.
it seems a little high to me. And
Well, it's a
I-
1-inch meter and it's commercial,
Right,
so
So the base rate's already.
the base
so
rate's
our
already,
base
yeah.
rate's already, right,
Yeah, and it does leak because you can, I turn the meter on, you can see it turning very slow.
yeah.
You know, and people want it on during the summer because they wanna know why there's no water at the tennis court and I want water for my dog, I walked all the way out there, there's no water and I get it. So I turn it on.
So the water, so when did you turn the water off?
Like a couple days ago,
Okay, so hopefully next month's bill will be less.
hopefully.
Well, because what's our base rate for commercial though?
I don't know, I'd have to look.
100 and.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what base rate commercial rates
I don't
are.
remember what it is either.
I can pull it up on the website, but I don't even
Connie
waste
would
your time.
know.
Right.
I have it.
I should know at this point.
I should know, too.
I put it on the.
I know residential's
So
on.
anyways, so
Yeah,
these
she's
are
not-
the bills that I would like to pay after this meeting,
Okay,
if you guys.
you have, money in there, I moved to,
It's like 997.
It's close,
cause I transferred money last time.
I know.
And, I got a statement, did you get statements? The treasury statement where I drew,
Yeah.
where I transferred money, $1,000.
Oh, and you guys, this is something that was interesting and I wanted to ask the previous board members. So ABTS was not aware of the treasury funds, which was
They
really,
were aware of the treasury.
Yeah,
That's what I
how-
thought,
how-
Mark knew about that. I am sorry that that company cannot seem to get their shit together and actually
So-
talk to each other and
and
know about everything.
the trans.
Sorry, that was a rant. Don't put
Yeah.
my rant anywhere.
So anyways, I got this weird email from Kayla, like, what is this Oregon State Fund? And it's like, well, the boards have an Oregon State Treasury Fund.
Mm-hmm.
And
So did you know Kayla?
I have not, no.
Okay.
Kayla and I never, so
Okay.
when
Kayla's.
I was being done with everything, Mark was not communicating with anybody because he was quitting
Right, you quit.
or leaving.
Right, or leaving or
And
retired or something.
Kayla hadn't even taken over the account
Okay.
yet from anybody, so we had no financials, we had no anything.
Who's
That's-
this
that's
weird,
fine.
who's this weird lady?
She might be the owner.
No. Yeah, so because I
So
keep,
does Kayla
because I keep getting
thinks
this,
I
I
need
keep
a
getting
1099
this,
for the park.
I keep getting this statement to,
No.
I keep getting this to the 91241 Rose Street. And I get stuff that says like Tony Cassad and this other lady have access to it. I don't know if this is it, but I keep contacting the bank and saying, this is not a real address.
91241 Rose?
That's the park.
Nine-
91241.
That's the park.
That's the
address.
park.
This is for the water district.
Yes, that's wrong.
So, and I keep calling the bank and
Yeah,
telling
change that.
them,
So probably how that happened is the bank probably said we need a physical address,
Mhm.
and Tony gave them the park address.
Which isn't what we should have given them.
No, he should
The
have given them the
physical
well
address should have
address,
been the well house.
the well house. So,
so I'll keep trying to fix
and I've done
this.
that with the county, I've gone to the county did the same thing.
Mhm.
And I had to change the address for the water district to the well house address,
Okay.
because they were using that address. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
which I don't know, because it wasn't that originally. Because when I got it, when I was doing it for both, the park was the park,
yep,
and the water district was the water district. They were not the same address.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep working on that.
okay,
Just still a little weird cleanup stuff.
yeah,
And so I got this thing that it was like Tony Casad and some lady have access to your bank
It's
account.
because the other
And it was-
lady is Tony's bookkeeper.
And
Bookkeeper,
and
yeah.
it was that address, and so I called the bank and I'm like, what?
yeah, was that the Asian lady?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
talked to her, she's
anyway, so
hard
I'm
to deal
still slowly like,
Yeah, we'll get there, just keep plugging away, and that's one of the things that we need to clean up is
Well, because
that.
we did all of the signatures for both banks, for both
For
bank
both,
accounts.
for both
That
accounts,
took everybody off, but
Right.
us.
yeah,
But you, but him, but me,
Yeah.
and then me off.
yep,
So
Okay.
there's no reason that anybody else's name
So
should be
that's it.
attached to any of it,
exactly.
for
So-
either district.
Exactly, so,
yeah, just keep plugging away. That address was used probably, because I found the same thing, I'm like, oh, how did that address get attached to that? You probably got a phone call and said, oh, it's blah, 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 blah.
Well, and
And not
somebody just
thinking-
looked up Blue River
Yeah,
District or something and ended up associating it with that.
okay.
So,
So there's still just weird
I'm
things.
still dealing with those things like that too, so.
But
it's-
we're,
we're
okay,
close,
so
we're
anyway,
close.
so I motion to pay our bills, our outstanding bills.
do we need to do any kind of
Transfer from,
transfer to make sure that the bills can be
I mean,
paid?
I would feel a little more comfortable if we did
okay,
pay,
yeah,
I
I
guess
honestly,
it'd be probably ideal to be out of the treasury fund because we technically shouldn't move it out of the toilet fund, right?
Correct,
And our savings is
Yeah.
already pretty low.
correct.
okay, so you want me to take $1,000 out of the treasury fund again and put it into checking?
That would be
That would make
my,
checking 1897.93.
Which should give us enough, since
For
we're
next
looking at
month,
about
for next
$500 a month, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so,
Are you guys okay with that?
If we
So
can-
I'm motioning that we pay the bills and part of paying those bills is transferring $1,000 out of our treasury
I'll
fund.
second that. All in favor?
I,
Aye. Okay, I'll transfer. Again.
thank you.
if anybody opposed, we throw them out. Oh, from a flip-flop.
And to checking.
Yeah. And then part of my like treasury fund slash financial report, you know, we are an entity right now. We have expenses every month and we do not have any inflow.
Yep, that's hard to do.
It's hard to do. But just be thinking of, we talked about maybe doing a donation, or last time we talked about partnering with,
A nonprofit.
because right now we can't technically take donations.
Oh, we
right?
can.
We can?
We can take donations all day long.
Or we're less
They just
likely to
won't be
get,
tax deductible.
right.
Yeah, anybody that feels like giving us a donation is fine, but they just won't be tax deductible because.
For themselves, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what
Which
do you,
doesn't make it very friendly looking.
what would we need to do to partner with somebody?
You just have to ask somebody if they are willing to be your like fiscal sponsor type of situation. and they have to be willing to accept the funds. And
So one
there's
of
some
us,
paperwork that
so one of
has
us
to
would need to go to one of the other boards and say, would you be willing to, because we are not a
be- We are not a 501c3.
501c3. And or do we want to make the steps to become
We
a
do not.
501c3? We
It's
do not.
very expensive overall. By the time it's over and done with, it's a lot of freaking paperwork, and it's a lot of, it's not, but you have to file CT12s and you have to file other paperwork and all those other things, which we are barely able to function most of the time, making sure that we get secretary reports done and treasurer reports finished,
And budgets
and
and,
budgets and all those
Okay,
other
so
things.
who-
I love us, but
So
that's.
who are our options to partner with? The track?
I believe the track, yeah, I think
Or
the track
even-
is a nonprofit.
even Mackenzie
The
Valley
CLT.
Wellness.
Mackenzie
The
Valley
track?
Wellness.
Yep, Mackenzie Valley Wellness, they're kind of looking for things like that to get involved in.
That's right, I'm remembering this conversation. We talked
Mhm.
about Mackenzie
Yep.
Valley Wellness
Yep.
as being,
And
So-
potential,
Yeah, because
so
Partner.
should one of us reach out to Val? Is it Val?
yeah, Val, Steve.
Because Val's still the president, right?
yeah, Val. I think is she still chairman or she,
I think
so.
so.
she's
Steve
the-
Severn, I think, is also on that board.
yeah, he is. I think, I don't know if she's the chair or,
I don't know.
seems like she said she was stepping down or
I
something.
think she's still the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would you like me to reach out to Val?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Okay. I think we should just start that conversation. It's going
No,
to be.
that's a good idea, because, just have a conversation, it's not, we're not
I
committing.
mean, we've talked about it a little bit, but
We
we
did,
haven't.
but we're
we
not
haven't-
committing to anything and, you know.
Well, because
it's-
that's how, that's how locals helping locals started with their, before we became a, charitable entity, and then we gave up our 501c3 anyways, but, we partnered with the Mackenzie Bible Fellowship, because they had a charitable, number, because of their
Okay.
church.
Okay.
So is it easier to do it when you first start up some
Well, so like when, like
organization?
with us, the reason that we did it was because we had some fairly large donors
Mhm.
that were willing, they were more than willing to give upwards of, $15,000-$20,000, but they
Yeah.
wanted the tax break.
Sure,
And we had some
Totally
that didn't,
understandable.
well, we had some that didn't even care. They were like, whatever, we'll just give you money,
yeah,
because it was for fire stuff.
yeah,
But we had no way of helping make sure that they could get their tax deduction. So it was easier, because we were in the process of filing for the 501c3, but it was 3 months out, 5 months out, whatever it was.
and you got this money,
And we still had this money that was wanting to be given, and we needed the money because it was,
Okay.
stuff needed to happen now.
so like for instance, I don't mean to interrupt, but, if you have money coming in, you don't have to pay taxes on that, do you?
The donations.
Like the park, yeah, like we've got a large donation,
No, you have to, once you get to a certain amount,
Yeah.
I think there's like obviously some
Okay.
tax implications for the park.
right.
But then that.
Once you have that designation though, you're exempt from that, okay.
Yeah.
Another good reason, because you never know.
Right.
Because like the Ford Foundation might come in and say, hey, we want to give you, or who knows,
Yeah.
who knows? It's just probably a good thing to have in your back pocket.
Well, and the reality is I think that we probably should have filed
Long
for
time ago.
nonprofit status a long time ago,
Yeah.
just because of what we are.
Yeah,
And the reality that it would make a whole lot more sense
Mhm.
for us. I mean, we've been able to get grants and everything anyways because we're a park,
right.
but there's stuff that we would have been eligible for
Had you
had
been
we been
nonprofit.
a nonprofit that we're not eligible for now
Okay,
because we're not.
because,
So,
very good.
yeah.
Okay. I've got 717, you still got more?
I don't. Sheriff's report. Do you have anything else?
No, other than,
Anybody, anything else?
I'm gonna fix the swing set. So I had to order the part and it probably came in today, it's probably over there at the post office. I've been running around with this all day. I still have to run up, turn this valve before I go home. So
Perfect.
it's,
Are you okay, time, or it's?
I'm good. I'm getting close though.
It's not straight again yet.
No,
Okay.
it's blinking, but,
So,
so this is the new SCADA?
Oh, nice.
So they put telemetry on that little tank over there.
Uh-huh,
So we got an antenna and a solar panel up there now that talks to the well house.
perfect.
Yeah, so the other day I had this one completely drained and we were just running off that one. So tonight I'm gonna go up and turn, this will continue to fill, but the town is running off of this one.
Oh, gotcha.
And no more water will go in there tonight. It's,
Right.
yeah,
Stressful.
it is. You know, and I had to go, it's a long, it's, yeah, fun. All right,
Anything else, anybody?
No,
anything good for the order?
motion to adjourn.
Good. Meeting adjourned.